MX2, race one is a go. Herlings gets a good jump side the bank, and it is Ferrandis with the foxhole shot. Dini right there, number 321 in second. Herlings is third, left-hander, and then back towards us here, but Ferrandis getting another electric start, just like he did yesterday. Lines at the bottom of the hill. As I say, the organisers dragging over a little bit of that loose, wet dirt, just to fluff it up a little bit. Jeffrey Herlings worked for it. Herlings this time looks for the slingshot, gets it, works a treat as well. One of the 14 motos on offer at the moment. Duking it out though. Here they are. That's how close it is. It was a second and a half at the end of lap 7. We're coming towards the end of lap 8 now. 0.9 and 45.8. So 1.2 now the gap between first and second. Bernardini, we still wait for him to come over the line now. Place now. Ferrandis, how much more can he take? 9 laps complete. Still the gap, a second exactly between Ferrandis and Herlings. Now starting to get in and amongst the back markers. Ferrandis leading the way, Herlings looking to square. Still a good effort from the number 4, Dylan Ferrandis. He's led now for the first 10 laps. Seconds back is Jeremy Sewa. And Sterry 4 seconds off now in 6th. Tonkov, possibly the hardest ground that we've had this year. Typical. The waves on the top of the hill as well. Wheelies nicely over that little knuckle on the way down. Ferrandis was doing that as well yesterday. But he's got back markers directly ahead of him. Oh, he got cross-rutted there, Ferrandis, and he was almost out the side. Section as well. The bike dents in between his legs. As he drops back onto the straight. 6.881, a 47.809, so a full second. Dylan Ferrandis picked up over Herlings that time around, but again, you see how he's got to deal with back markers now. The 9 to the end of this straight. But this kind of plays into the hands of Jeffrey Herlings a little bit, because they see Ferrandis come through and they go, right, where is Herlings? Where's the next man? They've just got to be careful not to get involved in. And Herlings, in the blink of an eye, has brought that gap down from 2 seconds to absolutely nothing as a result of these back on top. Highest point of the circuit, through the waves. Herlings just a little bit untidy through there again, but hard charging downhill. Right back in, and look at the gap, 2.066 down to 3/4 of a second once again. Game on then. There's Herlings again. Whoa, gets hung up on the way in and on the way out there, Jeffrey Herlings. So Ferrandis, Herlings, Jonas, Bernardini, back with the leaders here. Sewa is 5th, Sterry 6, Anstie 7, Tonkov 8, Rulyakov on the Monster Energy DRT, Kawasaki is 9, and Michaeli Chervelin in Team KTM. Good work, fella. Then Brent Van Donnick on the Khmer Yamaha Yamalu machine is 12th. Ferrandis. Herlings now believes that he can win this. Talking to one of the journalists today, and they said, yeah, but you know, Herlings yesterday he didn't win because he was still riding with those damaged ankles. Picked up last that Sewa cut him off on the uphill triple. Herlings knows if bite of the cherry. Ferrandis duffed him up right in the next turn at the bottom of the hill. And Ferrandis also knows not to leave the door open when he's got Jeffrey Herlings behind him. So he's ready to strike. Gets a little bit longer. Ferrandis goes wide. Herlings over the jump, and they're bar to bar. Ferrandis just hanging up. Herlings on the rev limiter as he comes through the waves. Ferrandis will know that he's there with every time that rear wheel leaves the ground. Crunch time, 4 to go. It's about barging down the inside of the Frenchman. Hard on the brakes. Jeffrey Herlings just not quite close enough. But he's got an interesting line here. He goes across the ruts rather than through. Dylan Ferrandis not riding 100%, he said. Still got problems with the shoulders as Conrad Muse gets lapped in 27th position. Herlings asking both riders, avoiding him, but Herlings ready to charge down the inside. A bit of a kick there from Ferrandis as he neared the end of the wave section, but he Herlings definitely getting frustrated. There's that line again. He was up on the pegs there a couple of laps ago. Sits down at midpoint this time around. Right, he's closer again. Ferrandis. This time he makes it stick. Ferrandis knows he's there. Oh, he tags rubber on rubber. Left and Ferrandis is right. Ferrandis looking for a way through. He goes up the inside. He pushes Herlings wide. What a move. He's got the clean. Jeffrey Herlings yesterday barged down the inside of Ferrandis at the first opportunity after the finish line. Running out of time if he's going to want to pick up 25 points. And Ferrandis still looking like he's as cool as a cucumber. This one's going to go down, and I tell you what, both riders might even go down. Herlings, the back end lighting up as he gets on the gas, heading up the hill this time around. Two-lap board comes out now for Dylan Ferrandis. Herlings wrestling with his KTM. He will not need a second invitation. But all eyes on this battle, a lap and a half to go. Dylan Ferrandis, number 4, Monster Energy Kawasaki, and Jeffrey Herlings, Red Bull KTM. About to be lapped here. Needs to get out of the way in 23rd. Ferrandis goes down the inside. Done well in a points race to Jeffrey Herlings after having done it yesterday in the qualifier. And Jeffrey Herlings, as they enter the final lap here, MX2 Race 1, round 8 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. MX2, all of that from Herlings. Ah, this one is not done yet. Herlings right there, he's ready to pounce. The crowd are on their feet, they're making tides. Oh, he gets hung up again. He probably would have been better just to follow Ferrandis through there. Left-hander Jeffrey Herlings again dives down the inside. Is there going to be a pass in the left-hander at the bottom of the hill? Winding it up. He left it for 2 laps before he found his way into the lead past Jeremy Seewer in Germany. And he cannot leave it any later if he's to find his way wider. He needs to get on the power, as we say. A mistake from either of these, and it's Herlings who makes the mistake. Is that it for Jeffrey Herlings? It's not. He does not want to be defeated. He doesn't want to get defeated by the number 4 of Dylan Ferrandis, who's just throwing just that little bit extra into this final lap. But Herlings is closer, surely, and he will make sure that Ferrandis doesn't come out of this corner. Both riders touch at the bottom of the hill. Dogfight. Herlings. Ferrandis, which one's it going to be? Ferrandis is... No! Herlings! Ferrandis wins! Ferrandis takes the win here! What a race! What a race here in Trentino! Good to see that sporting gesture from Jeffrey Herlings. Good job, fellas. What a race we've just seen here in Trentino.